Page 16, Classic Dance. The top of the page they talk about warming up for measure 3. You can cover all that. I'm not really big into warm-ups. If your teachers, they can cover that too if they want to. Go skip all that. I want to talk about the piece. At the beginning, 3/4 time. And did we cover repeat signs? I don't think we've had a reverse repeat sign yet. I don't remember having one. You see, look at the end of the first line. We have a repeat sign there. I've talked about this before. You have a thin and thick bar line with the 2 dots. It's a repeat sign. It means go back to the beginning and play it again. Sort of. There's more to the rule than that, but that's it. Well, at the beginning of this, you got the same kind of repeat sign, but it's facing the other direction. We call this a reverse repeat sign. So the rule for repeat signs is simply, when you get to a repeat sign, you go back to the previous reverse repeat sign, the closest one, and you play that part again. If there is no reverse repeat sign, you go back to the beginning and play it all again. That's really what it is. So that'll carry you no matter what the music is doing. Remember that, and you should be able to figure out what they want to do. It's really redundant to put a repeat sign at the beginning of a piece because that's where you're going to go to anyway. So I disagree with them putting a repeat sign there. That backward repeat sign doesn't do anything other than gives me an excuse to talk about it, because there it is. Usually you'll find them somewhere else in the piece. So what it is simply that we're going to play the first line twice. Now, if they want you to repeat it more than that, they have to put in a note telling you how many times to play it or how many times to repeat. Those don't mean the same thing. Look out. Because if I repeat once, I've played it twice. So do this say, play this twice, or does it say, repeat it once? If it doesn't say anything, you repeat it once, which is played twice. So be careful. We've had problems in the band that people misunderstand the instructions because of the way they're written. Now, talk about the right hand first. In the second measure, the right hand, you have a thumb on C, so you're going to be in this position, C position. And you have these notes, C, E, and the G, and then the F, and the E, D, C. Make sure you say the names of the notes. You don't need to do the articulation at first. Get the notes. And if you get the notes, then you can get the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right hand. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And once you get the rhythm, then you can go back and put in the articulation. See, I do these things one thing at a time. So then legato we already got. It's the staccato we got to add in. I'm just using a light finger staccato here. If you want to do the wrist, fine, but I recommend you keep it this until you get good at it, because there's times when you need one and times when you need the other. So I use finger staccato. It's a nice light staccato. If it were loud, fingers won't do it. The muscles are too small. You got to use the wrist. You need more power for the louder parts, but this is soft. It's okay. Second line, this is all legato. Softly. Now grow louder, go up to loud. Don't get loud to the last measure. There, and then the last line you're sort of loud. And then it says slow down and get softer. So we're going to go down to soft because we're sort of loud. And slower. You go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and keep counting slower until it's over. So that last measure, when you count to 3, you continue to slow down your count even then. It makes it last longer than 3 beats, you think, but you're actually just slowing it down. Left hand. So I kind of put in the dynamics and articulation, all this together. Normally I don't do that. We just talk one thing at a time. So let's do left hand here. You're starting here, so you're in C position down here, and you have the C, the E, and the G, and then skip a measure, and you got a D, and an E, F, and then an E, G together. So make sure you can say the names of the notes. It's important. So you learn the notes, then you can go back and put in the articulation. That's legato at the beginning, then staccato. Do it the same way you're doing it with the right hand. Like so, and that's the left hand. Put them together. Oh, goody. Both, you're in C position, so it's here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So you go through the whole thing that way. I don't think I have to spoon feed the whole thing to you. I think you can get it. Now, at the first line between the stabs, you see the MF-P on repeat. The on repeat doesn't need to be there. That's not part of the music. That's something the authors put in there to help you. You normally won't see that. All you would see is the MF-P, and you're supposed to know what to do. Huh. Well, it simply means the first time you play it medium loud, mezzo forte MF, and when you repeat it, play it again, then you play it soft. P, piano, soft. That's what. So when you see two dynamics like that, you know you're going to play it at least twice. And that's what that means. First time is medium loud, second time is soft. Second line, you're starting soft, and then at the end of the line, you start getting louder and you're loud. And the last line, you're sort of loud, and then you get softer and slow down to soft. You do that. I don't really feel I need to demonstrate that. You can do that and experiment with it. What I do want to do is double check the notes and the rhythms. So I'm going to do a play with me, and I have you play with me if you would, slowly. I'm not going to do the dynamics, and I can't slow down because the metronome won't slow down. We're just going to play it through to make sure we have the notes and rhythms correct. So I'm going to give us 3 counts, and we are going to repeat the first line. So go ahead and put your hands in C position, and here we go. 1, ready, go. 1, 2, repeat. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, off. Well, there's a duet part at the bottom. I'd like to play that and have you play your part, just like we did. I'm going to speed it up a little, and you can play your part right where it's written. So go ahead and put your hands in C position. I'll give us 3 counts. 1, ready, go.